Welcome back, you amazing crazy people, back to the channel, guys. We're going to be playing some Persona 5 Royal. Last time on Persona 5 Royal, we were actually found the treasure room. We're trying to manifest the treasure, but before that we need to make a calling card. Let's get straight into it right now.
Hey, what is this? It's floating in...
That's the treasure. We finally found it. Just hold on a second. I was planning on telling you more once we made it this far. Simply finding the treasure isn't enough. We'll need to make it materialize before we can steal it.
What do you mean?
Desires have no physical form by nature. Hence, we'll first need to make the real person aware that their desires are in fact a treasure. Once they're conscious that their desires might be stolen, the treasure will finally show its...
But how do we do that?
We warn them. Tell them, we're going to steal your heart.
So we're gonna send a calling card? Oh, that's totally what a phantom thief would do!
Once we do that, the treasure will appear for certain.
That again. Either way, sounds like it's worth giving it a shot.
Our infiltration route is secure. All that's left now is to pump out a calling card in reality, then come back to take the treasure.
This is it, huh?
That's the spirit. Once we send out the calling card, there will be no turning back. Just let me know when you're ready. We'll head back to the hideout and send out that calling card. Well then.
Hey!
Do you need something?
Alright guys, so we finished the first palace, almost. Before we do that, we have to make the calling card. Now, what I'm going to be doing now, we're going to the Velvet Room. It's me, TrueFight Gaming. I'm back with some more Persona 5 Royal here. Smash like, leave a comment down below as usual if you are new to the channel. This is what I do, walkthroughs and things like that. I also do live streams on YouTube and Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook or Instagram via TrueFight Gaming. And let's get straight into it, guys. We've got some Persona fusions to do. We want some pretty decent skills, so what we're doing is leveling up our personas in the Velvet Room here. As you can see, you can only do it by certain levels, so we're only around level 11, 12, something like that. And what we're trying to do is get certain skills. We're trying to make sure we have some decent skills, to be honest with you.
A strong persona indeed.
And as you can see, I'm going around different types of personas, and this one's quite good actually. It's got quite a lot of slots there, so you can actually see we can use any type of persona we want, and we can fuse them to make the right skills that we want, and we can fuse them into what we need to. As you can see on this one, I want the Psy ability, so I want to try and get that at some point. I'm just going to go over it quite quickly. What you do is you fuse one persona with another persona to get a new one. And that's what this Velvet Room is doing. So if you haven't already, take a look at my other playlists of the Persona 5 game. Yeah, this is like the second one, Persona 5 Royal. And what we're doing is we are going through this one. It's got quite a few add-ons, so we are playing this one instead of Persona 5. Generally because I don't have the equipment right now, but soon I will have that. So what we want here is we want a high chance of forget for later, because there's going to be a little trick, a leveling trick that I'm going to show you guys, which will literally break the game to the point that you will be amazed at how I do it. If you haven't played this game already, it is interesting. It's a good purchase, guys, if you haven't picked it up already. It is really fun to play, not just to watch me play this game. It's got quite a lot of different things. It's not just that, the story itself is really good as well. So if you are a gamer just like me, check it out on the Play Store. It's quite cheap at the moment, I believe.
Will it gain new power? Girls,
So we're trying to get plus attack and defense. So we want to be able to raise our attack and defense, especially our defense. So that's what I'm trying to do, get the skills, things like that. Be able to put to sleep certain enemies so that we can get past them in a kind of timely manner. And as you can see, I need ice magic and things like that as well. So I'm trying to get my personas into a nice, neatly package here. As you can see, we can't actually do certain fusions yet because they are higher levels. So what we have to do is check some of the old personas and put new skills onto certain ones. Like this one has quite a lot of healing abilities, so I'm gonna bring back that one and this one by purchasing the ones that we've already had.
Such rudeness.
And then by doing that, we can then use them for more fusions. So as you can see, this is the persona list that we got of the personas that we already have. And then we can pick them up and use them for fusion again. And as you can see, it takes a little bit of money off. It's not that much at the beginning, so it is pretty good. You can bring back some of the old personas that you've already got, and you can also save the ones that you've already fused. And by doing this, you can keep the ones that you've already fused and the list of the persona abilities that you've already used to fuse, so that you can then later on pick them up still. And as you can see, we've got quite a nice little bunch of abilities with our personas here. We're doing really good at the moment, and there's some that I do want to get eventually that we haven't got yet because we aren't the right level. As you can see, we've got quite a few really good personas at the moment. So I think I'm happy with this list so far. I'm just making some slight adjustments at the moment before we do the all-important calling card, and we're going to do that shortly, guys. I'm just going to do a few more. As you can see, I'm just quickly trying to jot this down on my notes so that we can do some really cool leveling later on with some decent personas. This is going to get a lot better. I'm going to be playing this a bit more, guys, so I'm going to be bringing back some of the other games that I do want to play, and hopefully we will get through this, guys. I've got quite a few recordings to do, so hopefully we can get that done, guys, because I really am going to be going on to some really cool games soon. Some of these are really like laid back games, so I really want to get them done as quickly as possible. So I hope you are enjoying this. If you are, hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on all notifications for all my videos, and let's get straight into the rest of this video, guys. I won't take up too much of your time. Thank you everyone that has been supporting me. It's been really great so far. Let's continue, guys.
You change your mind? Justine, these are the paths you have walked. Is this such rudeness? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? A fee is required. This is your power. Are you finished? What? The inn you wish to perform in. Now choose! I see. Looks pretty tough. Looks pretty tough. Looks pretty. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
its power will be nothing. Girls, let us begin.
Looks pretty tough. handle this. You change your... You'd like to read the compendium? These are the paths you have walked. Is this what you want? This persona? You lack... Is this what you want? Such rudeness. This persona? You lack... Is this what you want? A fee is required. This person... Such rudeness. This persona? This... You'll withdraw this... This is your power. You lack patience. Time... Fusion. Excessive power only leads to destruction. You can't handle this. Excessive power only leads to... Excessive power only leads to destruction. Excessive power only leads to destruction. Not terrible, but not impressive. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Will it gain new power? I wonder. Now for a rebirth.
I see. Are you okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a fraction. Then let us begin.
You can't handle this. Finished for Justine. These are the paths. Such rudeness. Justine, these are the paths you have walked. You'll withdraw this persona. This is your power. You'll withdraw this is your power. Such rudeness. The fusion. You okay with this? You select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will... My.
You can't handle this. Looks pretty tough. Finished for now. Justine, you handle this. Registration? These are the paths you have walked. You'll withdraw this. This is your power. Done already? What? Let's fusion. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a... My.
handle this. You can't handle this. Excessive power only leads to destruction. You can't handle this. Excessive power only leads to destruction. You can't handle this. Now choose. Done already? What? Just read here.
Alright guys, so we're almost done with the personas right now. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but this is really good for you guys. You get to see quite a lot of different personas. This is kind of episode I wanted to wait until now to make, generally because we weren't at the right levels to do so. Now we got quite a lot of different abilities to kind of register. We are going to be really set up for the next set of personas later on when we get to the right levels. And when we're the right level, we can make almost anything. It's really cool because there's loads of different abilities to grab, and it makes you really flexible when it comes to battle. And by doing this and constantly making sure you got the right personas here, it means you can register any sort of persona later on, because you're doing it the leg work at the beginning so that you're ready for anything that they throw at you. And I'll show that in spades later on. As soon as we get to the certain fights that you need the abilities for, I'll already have them because I already did the legwork to get there by doing all of this type of fusion early on in the game.
You change your mind? Are you finished? What?
How?
What do you want to do?
All right.
Well done.
You back home yet? I popped up to say hello. God damn, it went down right, didn't it? It was pretty good. So Kamoshida turned into a good guy if we steal that, right? Either way, something will happen. Yeah, the real challenge is coming up, guys. So what we got to do is we just finished the palace and we've got to go to sleep. The next day, we're going to send a calling card. So it's going to be like a one-day thing. And then once that happens, we're going to be able to go straight into the palace. But after we've done the calling card, we can't really do anything else. So what we tend to do is try and get a lot of things done just before that day. But what you have to do, if you tackle the palace first, that means you have spare time. What you want to do is make sure certain palaces you won't get the time to do anything. So sometimes it'll be the opposite way round. So you'll want to take care of all your confidants early on. sometimes games like these you need to play certain times through. So what I did on my first playthrough is I just played through, learned everything, how to do it, and then in my second one I went for some of the other achievements, which we'll be going through shortly, guys. So what we want to do now is we're on the day where we need to send the calling card. I've done everything I need to do. I've beaten the palace. We've got to where we need to go to. So now we can just send the calling card and get on with it, guys, and fight the big boss at the end. So we're going to be fighting Kamoshida. He is going to be a lot tougher than all the fights that we've done so far. This is why I've been preparing myself, and that's why I wanted to show you all the different types of personas and the things that we can do. In the next couple of episodes, we're going to be fighting the boss, and we're also going to be showing you around the town a little bit more. We're going to be able to do a little story, and then we're going to be able to catch up with some of the confidants and things like that. So let's get on with it, guys.
Yes! Okay. Hey! Nice going!
All right.
Yes! Okay. Nice going!
All right.
Well then. Ah.
Are we able to get a receipt today? Oh, that's great. We can do some reading. So here we are, guys. There's several places that you can go reading. You can do it in the library or on the bus if you can actually get a spot. This is a great time to actually read because later on you're going to need to be talking to some of the other confidants. It's going to be opening up a lot more at night. So the library and sitting down on the bus is probably the best time to do the reading. There is a kind of achievement for reading all the books, and there's going to be several books at the library that you need to read as well, and some of the books that you have early on is probably the best time. So trying to get reading done on the bus is probably the best time to do it. So you want to pick those books up early on so that you can do this achievement, because you have to do certain things with confidants to get other books. These days we forget about some things, and we're able to. Let's hear what you have to say about it. First off, Wonder part probably. So this is actually going to be Wonder, and then it's going to say something like child. Yep, there we go. And then we want to be kind of like a prodigy. So that's what it means. It doesn't quite tell you what it's talking about, but I already done all these, so I know exactly what you need to do. But if you do want to find out the questions to these tests, and you don't want to have to boggle your brain about it, it is online, so just search a Persona 5 list for the kind of like school, and it should come up fairly easy. they're not really hard questions, so it's not something you want to be kind of like thinking about. We don't got any time left, do we? You know, the director's in 2 days, right? We're gonna get expected at that rate. Come on, let's go to hideout. We gotta move it. It's today. We got to send a calling card. So we're gonna go do this calling card thing now. They're just generally just chit-chatting right now, so there's nothing important we need to talk about.
Couldn't we have just sent one at the beginning?
It's not that simple. A treasure won't stay materialized forever. Once the impression is gone, the treasure will disappear. I think it'll last around a day.
The hell? That's like no time at. Anyways, we can send a calling card right now, yeah? Let's do it and steal that bastard.
Now then.
I've been waiting. Tomorrow's final.
So we send the calling card in the morning and carry out the plan by the end of the day.
Correct. The effect won't last that. Are you worried?
Waited two.
Perfect.
Going to pull this off no matter.
So, who's going to write the card?
Leave it to me.
Why?
Why? Why wouldn't it be me?
This is important. Are you sure you can handle the pressure?
I must agree.
I really want to get him good. Let me write it. Come on, please. Yeah.
Hey, are you sure about this? If they find out our identities, all this work will be for nothing.
I know.
All right then. Tomorrow you'd better not slack off on. Well then.
Man, with so much we want to write the calling card, it's kind of tough figuring it out. Are you sure you're going to be capable to do it? Don't worry, I got it. I even wrote a logo for it. Yup, you'll got it tomorrow. Well, that's worrying. Anyways, you guys should rest up. I'll see you all tomorrow, totally. Well, I'm counting on you. Just remember, we can't trust any adults. Yeah, they're not really talking about too much. They're generally just talking about things that we do. And here's another location you can read here, just sitting down at night after school. So you can just read just about anything, any books that you pick up. And you've also got the DVDs and movies. We're going to be doing that shortly, guys. And there are some add-ons and things like that later. So once we've done some of that, we'll take care of some of the add-ons and things like that. And I'll show you what we can do with that. There is a card game and things like that. So if you are interested, I'll probably just show you at some point later on.
Okay.
So we are on the day of Kamoshida's calling card. So here we go. We're going to go send that calling card. Let's see what happens.
A calling card?
I heard it was already posted by the time everyone got here this.
Sir Suguru Kamoshida, the utter bastard of luck. We know how shitty you are, and that you put your twisted desires on students that can't fight back. That's why we have decided to steal away those desires and make you confess your sin. This will be done tomorrow, so we hope you will be ready. From the Phantom Thieves of Hearts.
Wow. Not bad. I looked up a bunch of similar stuff online for reference.
I know what you wanted to say, but it sounded like an idiot trying to be an adult.
Your logo's a little lack.
Okay, you know what? That ain't true.
Did Mr. Kamoshida do something?
Does this mean the rumors are true?
Wait a sec. Is someone gonna take something from Mr. Kamoshida?
What's with this weird logo? And who are these Phantom Thieves of... It got everyone excited, so it's all good, yeah?
Who's responsible?
Look at that. A predictable reaction for someone who knows what we mean by distorted design.
I think it's hitting him pretty hard.
Did you do this? Was it you two? So you're playing dumb? It's not a problem. You'll be expelled soon enough. Come, steal it if you can.
Judging from Kamoshida's response, I'm sure we had an effect on his...
Does that mean the treasures appeared? We'll be able to get it today.
It's not just today. It's only today. The impact of seeing a calling card doesn't last long. And it cannot be repeated. This will be our one chance to steal the...
One day's more than enough for...
Alright guys, so we are now back in Kamoshida's palace, and that's all the time I've got for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I will catch you soon. See ya!